I'm Dr. Julie Shaw from Copaiba Veterinarian Hospital, and today we're going to demonstrate how to give a raindrop technique on a nice active dog. This is a German Shepherd dog. He's very reactive, so we're going to help calm him down. And also the raindrop therapy is an essential oil technique to help improve healing, decrease inflammation, and decrease pain. Riley is a senior dog who does have some arthritis in his hips as well as his lower back, and so we're going to use that therapy to help him. We just gave him some acupuncture as well as a chiropractic treatment earlier this morning, so now he's on board with his raindrop. So raindrop is a series of essential oils, and I only use the Young Living essential oils because they are used by many veterinarians and they're very safe for animals. And I've used them many times in dogs as well as cats. In cats we use a very diluted form. We never want to use them just plain. But in a big dog like Riley, it's very good to use it in a full strength form. So the first oil blend is called Valor, and it has a mixture of a whole bunch of different types of oils in it, essential oils, and one of them is blue tansy, which makes it really blue and really thick. And so I just kind of put a few drops in his head end as well as his bum end and kind of balance him and tell him he's a good boy. And just tell him that, hey, Riley, I'm going to be working with you today. We're giving him some hypoallergenic treats to relax him. The next oil is oregano, and oregano is one of my favorite oils. It's antiviral, antiparasitic, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, anti. It's one of the most amazing oils. And what you do is you drip it all the way up the back, and it'll really do a nice job of soaking in beautifully. And then you take your fingertips and just with your fingernails, you just kind of massage it into his body. So he not only is getting some acupuncture and chiropractic and massage today, but he's getting his essential oils, and then I'm doing an additional massage by rubbing the essential oils into him. So he's getting a nice, well-rounded treatment. Good boy, Riley. We have actually a little acupuncture needle in him that I like. It's basically governing vessel 20. It's nice and relaxing for dogs, so we're keeping that in. The next one is thyme. And thyme is also a very good oil. It's one of the hotter oils, so I never like to put it in the same exact spot where I put the oregano because it might burn the skin if it's directly in contact with so many other oils. So you have to be very careful where you apply it. But because he has such a thick coat, the fur wicks the oil right down into the hair follicle, and that helps distribute the oil throughout his whole body. So even though we're giving him oils up here and around his back, his hips are going to be benefiting. His whole cells, every single cell in his body, is going to be exposed to this oil. He's also smelling the oil too. The next one I use is a diluting oil. It's called V6. It's a mixture of almond oil and sesame oils and a whole bunch of other little oils that helps distribute the thyme and the oregano and help decrease the hotness of the oil. So it kind of cools that oil down, balances it, and helps me give a nice level volume of oils throughout his whole body. Good boy, Riley. It's been good. And Eric's being good at monitoring him too. I like it when the owners are there with their dogs too. The next oil is basil. Now this is a very important oil for Riley because Riley has a lot of allergies, and basil is one of the best natural antihistamines that there is on the planet. And so basil is a very good one for decreasing inflammation, decreasing mast cell release and all the itchiness and allergy problems. And it also has additional antibacterial and anti-pain effects too. Good boy. The next one is cypress, and cypress is really good for improving circulation in the body, and that's always good. Dogs that have arthritis, like Riley does, often when they sit too long, they feel stiff, and so the blood and the lymph fluid and all the chi, all the energy stagnate, and so cypress is really good at opening up those channels. And right now his coat feels really luscious and soft. He's shedding some of the dead hair out, which is a really nice thing, makes him feel good, and it just feels excellent. Like, it doesn't feel greasy, it feels nice and smooth and conditioned. The next oil is one of my favorites. It's Wintergreen. It smells amazing, and it's very good for pain relief. It's almost as potent as like aspirin. They say like X numbers of grams of Wintergreen is the equivalent of like 5 bottles of aspirin, so it's quite amazing. You never want to give aspirin to a dog though, that's for sure, unless your veterinarian is telling you to do so. But overall, Wintergreen is an excellent pain reliever, which is really good for an arthritic dog. So again, it's like you're massaging oils in. You're nicely distracted. Good boy. The next one I like to use is Copaiba, and I'm going to put a little bit more V6 on top just to distribute everything so far. But Copaiba is actually a wood from South America, and it's an excellent anti-inflammatory. It's one of the most potent anti-inflammatory oils that we use, and it's really good. Good boy. Good boy, Riley. Here's a cookie. So it's really nice for dogs to help relax and decrease pain of arthritis. Copaiba is a wonderful, wonderful essential oil. Good boy. And then marjoram is excellent for muscle pain especially, but also other areas of pain and inflammation. So marjoram is excellent if you have a sore back muscle. I often use this after you've been jogging a lot, or if you're like hunched over a computer screen for a lot. You can put some marjoram right on your back muscles and your trapezius, and it's really soothing. Same thing in the dogs, they really, really love it. Good boy, he's loving it. I like to avoid getting oils near his eyes. Like, notice how I stop right at the head so that his eyes aren't affected. The last one is peppermint, which is a nice driving oil. So it basically sums up the job of the raindrop. It disperses all the oils, it drives them deep into his body layers, and it is also very cooling. So sometimes when it's too cold outside, I won't use peppermint because it might cool the body too much and it might make the dog feel cold. Peppermint's really good to use on really hot days. It's kind of like a air conditioning for dogs, so it's really good. Hey, big guy. So that's the last oil that we used on Riley. And as you can see, he's really hyper. I'm going to let him loose there, just to let him wander around. Just let him have a chill out time. He's excited. He's smelling everything else in this hospital. But overall, we expect that he should receive about 1 raindrop treatment a week for a few weeks, and that will help decrease his arthritis and inflammation. And then for him, I also like to combine the acupuncture and chiropractic as well as joint health supplements and really good diet, and that is also really good for helping arthritic dogs.
Right.
And keeping his nails short is really good too. So yeah, so definitely talk to your veterinarian if your dog has arthritis and is stiff and painful. If you have any questions, give us a call. Our number is 403-278-1984. And check out our website as well. It's www.bowbottomvet.com. Thank you very much. Good boy, Riley. You were so great. Yes, you were.